Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and I woke up today pretty late. I got on my phone and I was bombarded by people messaging me about Marvel Future Fight. I needed to log into the game. I needed to check my inbox ASAP. So I'm scrolling through. I'm hitting this. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, there's a notice. Okay, let's check. Oh, okay, it's a new 28-day special check-in event with a free CTP at the end, etc. Okay, cool. What's this? Oh, in my gift tab, you guys are saying that there's stuff here. Oh, we're gonna scroll through. Oh, what's this? 150 Mandalays, 150 Awakening, 150 Titan component packs, EOD, CCF. What? There's chest. What? Admin gift, free premium card, CTP, Odin's Blessing. What is this, a content creator special? Are they finally acknowledging that I'm the greatest MFF player of all time? Wait, everybody gets these rewards? Every player who can play the game right now and log in is going to get these rewards over the next 2 days. What? Okay, so scripting aside, that little, acting thing. What's going on? Let's break it down. Over on the forums, they posted this today at 7 o'clock in the morning when I was fast asleep. Access restriction for some agents, for some players, an additional measure notice. So we talked about this in yesterday's video. Some players have a pop-up that says they've been temporarily suspended for 365 days for a year because not only did they use the fragment combine like I did, like everybody else did, most people, but they also used the items. And I sort of highlighted in my video, I'm not really blaming you for using the items, but you had a very small window to use the items in, right? We figured it out maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes into the update, and the update was only live for 90 minutes. So you're realistically talking about less than an hour. You had to farm the fragments, open the chests to get those premium rewards, and then you decided in those last 45 minutes or whatever to then burn the items. Burn the items meaning like equip them or use them for re-rolling in the case of premium cards, like use them for craft re-rolling. And generally speaking, my mentality in mobile games is, if it's in your inventory or if it's in your inbox, that's very easy for them to take it back. And so they can sort of punish you that way and do it like quick and easy, just rip the band-aid off. But if you burn the item, then it becomes much more difficult. And this is what we're seeing develop. So let me read through this whole thing because, again, this is going to turn into one big applause for the devs. The devs have been so good about handling this situation. I could not have imagined they handled it better. They are literally handling it with diamond encrusted gold platinum gloves, and I'm not exaggerating at all. And it's crazy. So anyways, let's check this out. First of all, we apologize for not being able to provide a notice fast enough to all our players who have been waiting for further news. So they're apologizing that they took so long to post about this, which they did kind of take a long time, and it's really nice that they're apologizing. We are aware of the inconveniences of our players who have been restricted in the game and the voices of players about additional measures meaning additional rewards. We have been carefully discussing this issue. We will first announce the access restriction and withdrawal operation issue. So this is pretty interesting. This doesn't have to do with the rewards, but essentially what they're saying is that they tried internally to go through every possible method of being able to withdraw the items, but they cannot fully withdraw. They cannot fully return the items that were used for some players. So for either technical reasons or other reasons. So 250 players. That's a very small number of players. Now it is a bummer that there are 250 players out there in the game who want to play and can't, but they haven't been able to withdraw the items. And so those players have an unfair advantage because everybody else lost their items. I lost my items, everybody else did, right? But these 250 players, not only did they gain those items, but they also gained some advantage from those items. So they've come up with a different restriction measure based on the number of times each one of these players used the item. So it's not just that they acquired the item, so you have to read it carefully. Players that used the acquired item. So you used the fragments to make a premium card or whatever, and then you use that premium card, right? It's not in your inventory. You used it. So if you have used it once, if you did that one time, then you were just playing the game normally, as they have decided. This is their final judgment here. We have concluded that these players were playing the game in a normal way. So the access restriction has been removed. So they're just completely removing the suspension for players that used an item once. Even though they got an advantage, it's a kind of a small advantage, so whatever. They're just going to remove the restriction. Now, this doesn't mean that there are players out there who equipped a CTP and get to keep that CTP. I think in the case of CTPs, they can still remove them. I think this is in the case of players like literally burning the item. So using the CTP in a combine, in like a reforging combine, or using a premium card in a craft combine situation where the item is physically gone out of the game, like it's been deleted, kind of thing. For players that acquired the item in the story mode and then that used the acquired item in the story fragment chest twice or more. So if you use the item once, you've been unsuspended. If you used the bug and then you use the item, you burn the item more than once, so twice or more, you're going to be suspended for a number of days up to 7. So if you use 2 items, you're suspended for 1 day. If you use 3 items, you're suspended for 2 days. If you used 4 items, you're suspended for 3 days. You sort of get. So the maximum, if you used 8 or more items, which is a lot in my opinion, that's a lot of items to not only get, but then use, then you're suspended for a maximum of 7 days in game. When logging into the game, the access restriction period is being displayed as 365 days, but this is not the actual application period. I'm glad that they stated this. I sort of knew this in my gut. I could sort of tell they were just putting that in there as a placeholder, but it's nice to see them actually confirming it now. So now you know if you are suspended, you'll be suspended for a maximum of 7 days. And now you know in the future, if you are playing any mobile game, this is just a general PSA, and you find some sort of alternative means, I don't want to call it illegal, but you find some alternative means to acquire items, especially the rare items, the premium items, don't burn the items, right? Don't use up their existence so that they're gone out of the game. You can't hide your tracks. Okay, the devs for any mobile game have a way of tracking every input on the server. That's how they catch hackers. That's how they catch people who are buying things and then having them refunded in the App Store or the Play Store. Like, you know, it'll take them time to catch you, but they will catch you, right? So it's best not to do that. And if you get the items, you know, alternatively, see what happens, right? Yeah. Anyways, once again, we apologize for all the inconveniences, and we will announce the additional rewards as promised in our earlier notice. So these are the additional rewards. All agent distribution rewards. Every single player that's not being suspended for more than 2 days is going to be has gotten a free CTP, a free Odin's Blessing, a free premium card, and then 150 of the 5 most rare resources. Are you kidding me? Marvel Future Fight. Stand up, baby. This applause is for you, honey. That is crazy. I saw this on Reddit of all places, so you know that this is serious. Somebody said this is the greatest compensation in the history of any mobile game. And you know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely 100% right. And the devs do not get and have not gotten enough credit for how well they've handled this situation. Like I said, diamond encrusted gold platinum gloves, which probably sounds like a JoJo character. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. I'm absolutely blown away. I really haven't yet expressed how blown away I am because I still only woken up like an hour ago, but still. These rewards will be sent to your inbox and will be available until the 29th of May. Agents under suspension for using more than 2 items cannot claim these rewards. So that kind of makes sense, right? It makes a lot of sense. If you were someone who used, right, you used the fragment combined multiple times to get multiple premium cards, and then you use those multiple premium cards to re-roll, you got a pretty substantial advantage. Even over players like me, I don't have that many cards to re-roll now. So yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of a bummer that not everyone gets to take advantage of this, but it kind of makes sense. And it's not done yet. There's more rewards. As insane as this sounds, there's more rewards. Also, we will try our best to distribute the story fragments that were not returned during the withdrawal procedures. So I lost all of those items that I got from combining my fragments, but I also lost the fragments. Honestly, I personally don't care. I think these rewards are insane, and I would gladly just make it easier on the devs and give them a break here and just say, don't return my fragments. We're even. We'll call it even. But I know for some players like Commander, they burned like, or they combined like 100 story fragments, which is like, you know, almost 1,000 fragments if you're talking about the dimensional clash, because that's 900 fragments for each, like it's 9 fragments for each one combine. They probably want their story fragments back. But yeah, they will post a further notice when the distribution is done. So they're going to give us back our story fragments so we can normally open the chests. You could still open the chest and legitimately get a CTP or a premium card. How insane are these rewards? But it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. Check this out. We cannot emphasize enough how apologetic we are for all the inconveniences we have brought to our players during this issue. Due to this issue. That's really nice. Thank you. So we will try our best, as it is our duty to help our players not feel any discomfort. Look at the difference in the language that they're using. I have never seen them talk like this. I know I say this sometimes, but I legitimately cannot recall a time in my years of covering this game where they talked about it being their duty, emphasizing how apologetic they are. I don't even think they apologize like this for the Ultimates boycott, which is a huge throwback. But it gets better. It gets even better. I'm not going to yell, I promise. Lastly, we will soon announce the measures for the timed items that were not accessible due to the emergency maintenance. Do you know what that means? That means the timed items that you couldn't get because you couldn't log in, because there was an emergency maintenance that lasted for like 8 or 9 hours straight that went past the daily reset. Again, this is more reward right here. These 5 rewards, this is more than I would have gotten just from farming. Like I did miss my 5 world boss runs and my squad battle and my ABX and whatever. I missed that on the day of the update because I didn't do my dailies. I was waiting to do them after the update, and then of course the maintenance went past the daily reset. But what they're giving me there is worth more than my daily farming. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm good. They've made me whole. We're copacetic, but if they're gonna give us more, like that's just, my mind is boggled, and erupted and destroyed and discombobulated. So yeah, that's why you have those rewards in your inbox, because the devs have gone absolutely bananas, super duper omega sicko mode. I don't even have, they've gone beyond god tier. They are true gods. And anyone who thinks otherwise is honestly a fool at this point. If you don't appreciate, if you are not in full, like, look at that, bro. Do you know 150 awakening crystals, bro? You love to see it. You absolutely and this is on top of the 1,000 crystals. I don't even want to get it. You know what? Listen, I'm not gonna ticky-tack be counting this up on an abacus. If there is any doubt in your mind that these devs are 100% committed to keeping players happy at this point, again, like I said, you're a fool. All right, let's crack these open and see what we get here. Oh, we got Black Panther 35. Not a card I would craft on, but this is a good reroll for me. That can use this as a good reroll. Okay, we got Focus. That's a crit rate. That's a little bit rarer. I don't have that one in abundant supply, so that's nice. And then we get a Transcendence. That's fine. I have enough CTPs. I don't need any more good CTPs. I'm just really happy. I got something for nothing. So yeah, you know what? This is a really damn good year. Not day, not week, not month. This is a really damn good year to be an MFF player. I'm so happy I stuck with this game for 6 years. Yeah. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to the devs, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.